What's up, sons? It's Blind Rod with Son of a Tech once again, and today I wanted to chat with you guys about where you can purchase ApeCoin. There are quite a few different options. We're going to go over them primarily from the point of view of doing it on a cell phone, and then we'll give you guys an idea of what you should be doing for holding that as well. Let's get into it right after a word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Crypto.com. Crypto.com is my go-to centralized exchange for liquidating my crypto assets. With their Crypto.com Visa debit card, I can load up my mined Ethereum to pay for power and other operating costs quickly while earning up to 8% cash back. In addition to the Visa debit card, there are additional fiat options including wire transfers to easily receive your profits. Crypto.com also offers additional services including trading and even staking to earn additional revenue on your investments. Join 10 million plus users buying and selling 100 plus cryptocurrencies at true cost by using my affiliate link in the description for a $25 funding bonus. Or enter referral code SOAT at sign up for the same bonus. Remember, cryptocurrency investment comes with significant risks, so do your own research. Welcome back. So, as you can tell, today's sponsor is one of the places you can purchase ApeCoin, and that's going to be on Crypto.com. It's pretty simple to utilize Crypto.com, and you can find the affiliate link down in the description below. And once you fund the account, you can get an additional $25 in a funding bonus by using my referral code. Now, with that all out of the way, basically all you have to do is go to the tab for track and search for Ape, find the ApeCoin ticker, go into there and click buy. From there, you can use basically a credit or debit card. You can use a direct bank transfer, or you can hop in and swap it for some Bitcoin, which is what we did in this particular example. The process is super simple and straightforward. However, I would mention that it is a centralized exchange, and I would encourage you to move that ApeCoin off of the exchange if you plan on holding it for an extended period of time. The next option is Coinbase. Now, Coinbase, you can definitely check out a referral link down in the description below as well. It's going to be similar to Crypto.com in the fact that it will be a centralized exchange, and the purchase options is pretty easy as well. So once you have your Coinbase wallet up and running, or your Coinbase exchange up and running, you can go ahead and pop on over to the trade tab. And in the trade tab, you can opt to either buy, which in that case, it'll use whatever funding you have connected to that account, or you can opt to trade. And if you trade, like in this example, you can trade for some Bitcoin or whatever other pairing you would prefer. So those are the two big exchanges that you can go ahead and transfer on. The other option is Binance, but I don't really have an example for you because unfortunately I'm in a geographically restricted area for the actual Binance.com and Binance.us exchanges. However, we can still participate within the Binance Smart Chain portion, and we'll go over that now. The way that we're going to do that is with MetaMask. So basically, if you haven't set up a MetaMask before, definitely go check out one of my tutorials on how to set up a MetaMask, and keep in mind that you should be very cautious with your keys. MetaMask is going to be a form of basically hodling or holding the coin that is self-custodial. Self-custodial means that you control the private keys, you control the coin, and there is nothing that an exchange could do or anybody could do at any time to basically take that away from you. This is the preferred way to store it. So if you've purchased it in another manner, also consider setting up the MetaMask to go ahead and hop on over and basically shoot it over there to hold for the long term. All right, so once you have MetaMask installed and you're ready to go, fortunately, ApeCoin is already listed both on the Ethereum mainnet as well as the Binance Smart Chain net, and you can go in, and if you're doing it on the Ethereum mainnet, you will go to the swap button. Once you click the swap button, you can go ahead and search for the Ape portion, and once you search for that, you're going to click the token and then put in however much you want to swap for. In this example, as you can see, we kind of put in a little bit and then went to do the swap, and just for a couple dollars to swap over right now on Ethereum, it was going to cost a significant amount, about $23, which is like 200% of the actual amount we were going to purchase. So we decided to put that to the side. Now I have purchased some on the Ethereum mainnet, but then we decided to move on over to the Binance Smart Chain. So to set this up, if you want to get it going, you're going to want to go into your settings tab and then to your network connections, and then you're going to add a new network. Under there, you need to name it. You can name it Binance Smart Chain if you like, or in this example, we just did Smart Chain. You're going to need to set the RPC URL. You can check the description for all of these settings, but that's going to be bsc-datac.binance.org. Then you'll need to set the chain ID to 56 and the symbol to BNB. You'll then set the Block Explorer URL to bscscan.com. Once you've added the network, you can switch to that particular network and either send yourself some Binance or BNB token over to there, or some other form of a token if you already have some on that chain. Now you can purchase that BNB from various different locations, maybe on another exchange, or you can swap it via the bridge, which we've talked about before. And if you need a specific tutorial on that, let me know, and we'll have that link down in the description below as well. But suffice to say, if you have some BNB in there, all you got to do is once again hit that swap button, and then you're going to go ahead and search for the ApeCoin, and then you're going to put in how much you want to purchase and click the swap button. It'll come up with the screen. It'll show you the gas fees. On Binance Smart Chain, it's going to be a lot better for the gas fees, so you're going to go ahead and swipe that and get your token. There are a whole bunch of different options to basically swap that between different wallets, send it to one of your exchanges to sell if you want to sell directly for USD, and so on. So these are pretty much the main options that you have. The most liquidity is going to be within Binance with USDT pairs and BUSD pairs, but it is significantly growing on pretty much all platforms, Crypto.com and Coinbase. A big note, of course, is that if we're looking at what's happening right now with ApeCoin, it has very good numbers where we are over 90% of buy on Coinbase, for example, which is pretty impressive. Now, to give you guys a little bit of a spiel, as always, the regular audience, you've made it to the end of the video. You guys know what's coming now. And for the newcomers, let's go ahead and just make sure you guys understand the validity of ApeCoin and where it's going. So for the most part, if we take a look at ApeCoin, as far as pricing and so on, it's backed by the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is going to just by notoriety make it worth something, especially because it will have integration with purchases within their games and a whole plethora of other options and purchases that you can do from merchandise and so on. So because of that, there will be a value tied to it, but the tokenomics are still quite a bit questionable, right? While the governance is good. So a positive on this is that governance does seem to be tied to the token holders. The negative is the tokenomics, which are going to essentially be sort of locked up. The first thing that was a little rough is that they went ahead and did an airdrop. Now, an airdrop means that there is an inside group of people essentially participating within the Bored Ape Yacht Club that got 10,000 tokens apiece. And that's why you saw that initial heavy dump from the $40 down to $6, and then now it's kind of started to recover. This is pretty common, and I do recommend that if you are basically getting into cryptocurrency, to avoid purchasing right at launch, because this is pretty common to happen, especially when airdrops are involved. The next problem that we have is a lot of locked up tokens that are on timed releases across various foundations that they have either decided to support via some sort of donation of this token, or is a part of the governance ultimately for the token itself. This does mean that there is potential for a lot of these organizations to have more voting power than, say, the people that are just now getting into it and buying a few tokens here and there. And that can be a little worrisome. The other thing is the timing of these is going to be very important, because since they are locked up for a certain amount of time, you want to be aware of when they unlock and these organizations can sell it off. Basically, these holders that have some sort of an amount of the ApeCoin that they're holding to sell out. All of this, in summary, is against the sort of idea of cryptocurrency being for everybody, which is one of the principles. It does have a few glaring issues with locking, people out and kind of giving the benefit to the top holders or the people that initially got in. And this is not dissimilar from things like Ethereum and so on. I would treat ApeCoin as a tech stock, not as a cryptocurrency, just to be clear. And the key difference there is basically, if we're talking about Bitcoin, what we see is a no emissions launch that is proof of work mineable with no airdrop, no ICO, no initial set of coins given to anybody else, and basically adheres to all of those fundamentals. And that is why Bitcoin is the gold standard. Will there ever be another coin or project that adheres to that perfectly? Probably not. It seems pretty difficult to do that. So when we talk about cryptocurrencies in general, I just like to make the distinction so that you guys can learn about basically how all of these functions and what makes them differ. Now, of course, it is also important to point out that ApeCoin is a token on the ERC20, so it's not a full-on coin, which is a little distinction. That's why I'm saying token, even though it's called ApeCoin, because in reality, it's not really set up to be its own standalone chain, which would then kind of push it over into the coin area of that. So thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and the notification bell for more, and I will see you next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the subscribe button for more, or check out this playlist for more crypto content related topics.